Thanks, Karine. Some State of the Union preparations questions. Can you tell us what the president was doing at Camp David this weekend? What did those preps look like? Who is he working with? Is he still in major rewrites at this point, or just kind of fine-tuning, doing run-throughs? What was the weekend like for him?
So one of the things that I said this last week, is that, as you know, when it comes to big speeches like this, there's going to be probably, tweaks and to the speech until the last minute. That's kind of how it goes. But I'll say more generally, or actually speaking to your question about Camp David, the president was accompanied by several of his senior aides. Work has gone into the speech over the course of many weeks, as we know, because again, this is something that the president truly sees as a moment to speak to the American people. And the work continued through the weekend as it did today. Michael Donnellan was there. Bruce Reed was also there with him. Steve Ricchetti, Anita Dunn, and Vinay Reddy. As you all know, he is his speechwriter. And so that was kind of the makeup of the weekend, and certainly not going to get ahead of anything else from here.
And how does the president approach this speech, given the different dynamic in the House chamber tomorrow night with the Republican majority compared to his speech last year? This is a Republican majority that's launched multiple investigations into his administration. How is he thinking of that as he goes to give this speech tomorrow night?
Well, as you know, the president is heavily, as I've said many times, heavily engaged in the writing process. When you hear the speech, you'll certainly hear there will be no question that this is a Joe Biden State of the Union speech. So just want to make that really clear. But, don't want to get ahead of what you're going to hear from him. And so, again, it's going to be about ensuring our accomplishments and what we've done the last 2 years. He'll talk about that clearly. He'll lay that out. And, and I've also said this before, this is a president that's incredibly optimistic, and he talks about the possibilities. He talks about not betting against the American people. And so you'll continue to hear those types of themes in his speech. But of course, I'm not going to get into specific issues or the political moment that we're in as he's still working through and dealing with the speech for tomorrow.